have to watch out for are the ones that have a penis. The girls that you have to watch out for are the ones that have a penis. That's the ones you have to watch out for, because you will not know. You will absolutely not know until you try to go to your...
Sounds like you're talking from experience.
I do not know from experience, but I've been told by a friend. I guarantee you will not know. You go in. Here's a clue. You go into a club and there's 100 people in the club, 20 men, 80 women. Of those 80 women, 10 of them are the most beautiful girls in the bar. Of those 10, 8 of them are lady boys. So you really have to be vigilant, because it's like it's so easily to get duped.
You're talking Pattaya or Bangkok or Phuket, right?
Yeah, mostly the islands.
Yeah, you don't really
mostly
see
the islands, but
Chiang Mai.
they're everywhere.
But not so many in
the
Chiang
most
Mai.
beautiful woman in the bar is usually a ladyboy, and you would not know. It's crazy. You could look at their hands, look at their neck, their mannerisms. Their mannerisms are just like a female. The big thing for these foreigners that come over here, the Europeans, and some Americans too, they drink. They have terrible vices. The vice they had in their own country, they brought it here, and when you're super drunk, you can't tell when you're sober. So how are you going to tell when you're drunk? Luckily for me, I don't drink, so you can figure it out. But these girls are professional at trying to dupe you, and some of these guys have been duped like 7 or 8 times, so it's like, are they really being duped? Or
not at that point, no, sir. No.
But yeah, you're always respectful. You don't disrespect the lady boys. So you don't disrespect. This is not my country, and I wouldn't be disrespectful if they were in America either. This is the way they feel. This is the way they wanted to, be a different gender. Whatever they want to be called, we'll call them that. We're most of us are peaceful people by nature and respectful. I do have a problem if they're trying to dupe you, though. If they're trying to dupe you, if they're trying to, pull wool over your eyes. There's been several nights where I figured it out pretty late, I've gone on a date before that I traveled 100 kilometers to meet this girl. I took her out on a date. I took her to like a Japanese steakhouse. We went swimming together, and then I figured it out like 4 or 5 hours into the date that she was a ladyboy.
After you went swimming?
After I went swimming, that's when I figured it out. And that's when I was like, oh, I'm heading back. I jumped on my motorcycle and went back to Chiang Mai. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Alrighty.
Thailand is a hard place to figure it out after a while, and there's you have to figure that out right away. Is you have to talk to the person on the phone. You have to hear their voice.
Right.
You have to be upfront. Sometimes you have to ask them, "Are you a ladyboy?" And they won't get mad at you if they're a girl. They just don't get mad at you. They're just like, no, it's just normal, because a lot of those girls are pretty. A lot of those ladyboys are pretty gamey. They're ready to. They're trying to fool you. It's like a game to them to try to try to hook up with you.
All right. Have you ever been duped by a ladyboy?
I might have been duped once, but no sex or anything.
Sure, Jan.
But I've been on dates where I didn't know it was a ladyboy until halfway through the date. And then I'm not mad at the person or anything. I fucking have to drive 100 kilometers back home with my tail between my legs. But it's happened, but nothing like sexual.
God forbid.
Huh?
God forbid something sexual would happen with a ladyboy.
Yeah.
No, that never happened to anybody in Thailand.
Oh yeah,
Ever.
I mean that's.
Do you ever have a friend who got duped by a ladyboy?
I've had friends that are drinkers get duped by ladyboys.
What happened? Tell me the story. Where was it? First of all, I'm gonna guess Phuket or Pattaya.
No, it's Chiang Mai.
No, really?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay, in Chiang Mai, what happened to your friend? How did he get duped by a ladyboy?
Well, we knew she was a ladyboy. We figured out because we
You were sober.
Yeah, and then we
And you let your friend.
he was like
your
he
drunken
was fooling
friend-
around with her, and we're like, yeah, should we tell him? And
You
we're
let
like,
it happen.
Nah,
Friends.
We'll tell
Friends.
him. We'll tell him later.
You motherfuckers.
And he was super
Oh,
drunk.
that's
he
fucked
was
up.
super drunk.
That is fucked up.
Yeah, we're kind of the
You don't do that.
friends are friends,
You don't
right?
do
Friends,
that. You're not
Hey,
a real friend
we
if
make
you do
your own
that.
mistakes, man.
All right, so-
we learn from other people's mistakes, not our own.
So dude was drunk. You all knew he was with a ladyboy. He didn't know because he's like pass out drunk, barely standing, sloshy, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, what happened? You're at a bar. You're at where?
At a bar,
Okay.
and he started like kissing her and stuff,
Mhm.
and we just let him, like we just kind of
Let him go.
let him go, you know.
Uh-huh.
And then who knows what happened afterwards because they left together.
Oh
but
my
I think
God.
I
Dude.
think he jumped out of the taxi or something. I don't know. It's at least that was his story.
Okay, jumped out of the taxi.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's
All right. And you know, I think like you said before, the guys who wind up with ladyboys by accident, or really, it's not by accident.
it's by accident. Trust me.
Wow.
Trust me. It's,
Some of them, I think, they do.
No,
it on
I think
purpose.
some of them might not be accident,
Yeah.
but I say most of them are total accident that you would not have the slightest clue.
All right, that's women in Thailand, Shawn style. Yeah.
So once you're violated, you're like, God damn, how can I get that orgasm? You know, that was a pretty powerful orgasm.